That's the voice of Marc Lamont Jones, Professor Jones. No, yeah,
Hill.
Hill. Why do I call you Jones?
You thinking of Van Jones, man?
Yeah.
He got thrown under the bus. Maybe I changed my name to Jones. I changed my name to Jones to respect the Van Jones, man, because they killed him politically already, man.
That's true. You know, let me ask you. You know, we're seeing this play out, and there were people that talked about this from the very beginning. People from the Black Agenda Report, Glenn Ford and Bruce Dixon, were on the case. You know, Jared Ball, who actually started running for president for the Green Party, and made way for Cynthia McKinney, who's definitely been saying that, Rosa Clemente. These are folks that have been in our community that have been speaking this from day one. And then as time has gone on, you've seen others join the fray. Cornel West,
right?
You know, Michael Eric Dyson. Others have been, you know, lining up and saying, man, this is not happening. What does this mean for politics in Black America? Does this mean that we're people that can easily be duped? Is it something to be worried about if you start to see the tide shift in the community? Or is the deal already done and it don't matter what we do?
Well, there's always work to be done. I'm a prisoner of hope. I come from a tradition that says no matter how bad things are, we can always make them different and better. So there's plenty of work to be done. There's plenty of progress to be made. The question is, though, how do we allow our votes to be used? How do we allow our political muscle to be deployed? I don't have a problem with 90% of Black people voting for Barack Obama. I don't even have a problem with them voting for him because he's Black, because white people have voted for white people because they white for a whole long time. The question is, though, what's at stake when we vote for him? What are we being promised when we vote for him? We voted for Barack Obama with no political promise being made. Well, in the future, what we have to do is make demands from him. We need to know what's going on with the expansion of housing, the expansion of educational opportunities. What's going on to prevent mortgage foreclosures? How are we giving Black people a stake in the stimulus bill? You know, how is universal health care going to be applied to Black people? How are we going to be affected by it? These are the types of questions we have to ask, and we need to get policy-specific demands. At a press conference on Iran, toward the end of that press conference, Obama was asked by, appropriately so, a reporter from BET, what he thought about race-specific policies. And he went straight Reagan on him, right? He said, a rising tide lifts all boats, meaning I'm not going to target, you know, Black folk in particular. I'm just going to raise the level of all folk and hope, and it'll trickle down to Black folk. We know that doesn't work because Black folk have we got a hole in our boat that America provided. So we have to find a way to seal that hole and then lift our boat. That's something that Obama has to do, but we have to make Obama do it. I didn't support Obama for that reason.
When you say make Obama, what does that really mean?
For one, we can no longer have ourselves held hostage to the Democratic Party. That doesn't mean we should vote Republican. I see no moment in current history where we should have voted Republican, nor do I see the immediate future that we should vote Republican. However, we need to either develop a third alternative party or make more political demands from the Democratic Party so that the candidate that is presented and that is nominated is us. When Obama has to be reelected in 2012, before that, all the House seats are up for grabs in 2010. A whole bunch of Senate seats are up for grabs in 2010 and 2012. We need to fight for those seats. We need to make sure that whoever's running has our interests in mind. You see Blue Dog Democrats doing that right now. They don't want to support universal health care. They don't want to support cap and trade because they're looking at their constituencies. Well, Black folk have to make those same demands as a broad national community for the issues that pertain to us.